Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to the SciShow, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for the sexually frustrated. If that's you, I appreciate you. It's a tough life, don't we know it? SG, again, just don't want me to rest. I'm partway through filming a different video. Keep an eye out for that one. And of course, we have new heroes popping up. So just going to go straight into it. We have Andvari, part of the Untold Tales, the new Untold Tales heroes. So obviously we have a blue sorcerer. We're going to throw the max preview on straight away because that's how I've decided to roll. Obviously as a sorcerer, I say obviously way too much, I do apologise. I need to be better, let's be honest. So anyway, if the character is dealt any damage by the end of its turn, plus 15% chance to activate the following, which is dropping the mana generation of the target by 50% for 2 turns, and the target gets minus 20% attack for 2 turns. I actually really dislike the sorcerer one in a good way. I hate it when it works against me because, you know, I'll match 9 tiles and think my hero is going to be charged, and I'll be like, why the hell didn't they get charged? And it's because a sorcerer's cast a spell on them, basically. Also with the max power there, we can see quite huge HP. Defense up Aether Talent, so the extra 20% defense for 6 turns, which is quite nice. Not really sold on the artwork for this hero, but I generally never am these days. They're all a little bit half-assed AI generated, but yeah, fantastic artwork. Anywho, balanced stats, slightly low on the attack there possibly, good HP. We are part of the Nidavellir realm, which gives us the Molten Core, which obviously, so I just said obviously again, man, don't put up with it, people. Revolt, sign a petition, get me removed, whatever we need to do. I just need to stop saying obviously, because a lot of things aren't obvious. Anyway, realms empower their members in unique ways. Members of this realm have a Molten Core. It's charged each time the character receives damage from normal attacks or special skills. Members of this realm, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to know that. The Molten Core, sorry, I'll move on to the Molten Core first. All enemies receive Corrosive Burn for 3 turns. With a fully charged Molten Core, the Corrosive Burn deals 272 damage and lowers the target's defense by minus 10% each turn. Deals extra damage against heroes with minions or Mega Minion, which is obviously really good at the moment. So that core, I love these cores. We've seen them with the Corrosive Core in heroes such as Charlotte, etc. Yeah, I like the way they work. It means you're taking damage, but the more damage you're taking, the stronger they get. And they generally have quite a good effect. So in most cases, it's as good as, you know, certain parts of other people's specials, so that's great. Back on track, burn damage is scaled by the amount, so depending on how much the core is charged, it does up to that 272 burn damage for 3 turns, so that's quite good. The other passive we have is the Empowered Resist Burn. So not only do they resist burn, but they actually get a 450 boosted health and 5% mana each time they resist. That's humongous. Obviously, if you're taking, oh my god. And I'll probably end up physically abusing myself during this video if I keep saying that word. I've got a little pair of toenail or fingernail clippers here, so if you hear me in distress throughout this video, I've probably started like chipping away at my tongue with the fingernail clippers. Yes, that is a huge boost to get 450 and 5% mana. If you're taking this as an attacking hero, you can deliberately take it against someone with burn to, get that bonus. You could even be taking it against other heroes from the same realm, resisting the, actually no, that's Corrosive Burn is slightly different, I believe. Just ignore that. My mind is totally elsewhere. Focus. Sorry. Onto the special. We have Saga of Deliverance, average speed. So we average speed, but again with the resistance, if you're taking that against a good hero, you know, against burn heroes, you can sort of speed this thing up a little bit. Destroys all minions from all enemies, and damages all mega minions. So again, very good skill with the current meta, especially with those mega minions. Anything we can do to help get rid of those is fantastic. Destroys all fiends from all allies. This effect also damages mega fiends, which I don't believe we actually have mega fiends yet. They're coming out very, very shortly with the Moth family. If I'm wrong on that, someone correct me in the comments, but from my memory, they are not out as yet. So that's interesting. We actually have something that damages mega fiends before we even have mega fiends. All allies get a Firestorm ward for 4 turns that reduces incoming special skill damage by up to 1200. Reduces damage by an additional 30% when the attacker is of the nature element. All allies get plus 40% mana generation for 4 turns. So that is a huge mana generation. So once you get this hero fired off, probably be great in a stack. In like as a 1, in a 4-1 maybe. Because if you get, if it's in a blue stack, then that's great. All your heroes are probably going to be charged. You fire Andvari off and they will charge quicker again the next time, but probably handy in a 4-1 stack. You take in Andvari as the 1, and if you happen to get the blues, then you can pop her off, or him. So I don't even know. Pop it off. Someone said they don't like it when I say pop it off. Anyway, that's all right. That person can block me or something. Train of thought. I get a lot of requests for certain words, but then that one was like, oh no, I don't like it when you say pop it off. Anyway, moving on. I'm rambling a bit tonight. I do apologise for that. My cat isn't keeping me under control too well. She's too busy cleaning herself. Hello, put. No, she doesn't want to talk to me. Yeah, so pretty good skill. As I said, probably best in a 1 stack by itself. That's how I would personally use. Giving you great defensive ability, but also, there's no... It's a very strange... It's a very defensive support type skill, but then you're sort of destroying the minions and damaging the fiends, but then giving yourself the ward. So, reasonable flexibility. But yeah, it's sort of slightly interesting because if you're going against fiends and minions, then they're generally not doing a huge amount of damage. There are some heroes that do give you fiends or give themselves minions and do damage to you, but it's good, I guess. It's a bit of variety there, so you can, it'll be great against certain teams. It's going to be something that I think on defense may not be fantastic because you can get around a lot of the skills, but still gives you the great defense with the Firestorm ward. But on the attacking side, I think it's going to be, very unique teams where you're using all of the abilities. But definitely even that, just the defense up, or the ward, if we don't want to call it defense up, which reduces the damage, is fantastic along with the mana generation. So definitely in there as a bit of a support hero that can just get rid of the minions. And fiends, obviously keeping in mind it won't get rid of the minions on heroes that have the passives that block the removal of minions, which is the War of Three Kingdoms, which is currently also up. I might take a look at the new costume for that as well while I'm on the go. But yeah, anyway, as I said, that's my take on Andvari. I don't believe I've missed anything. Yeah, 40% mana generation is fantastic. It's going to be really good. And yeah, solid hero without being anything special. But again, I do like the core. So yeah, if you're having pulls as per normal, best of luck. Let's have a look at the costume for Lubu. I don't generally do costume reviews as they are generally not different enough from the original, apart from in this case we know the passive for the War of Three Kingdoms makes the unstoppable minions, so resistance against minion removal, can't be prevented from receiving minions, and minion attacks and abilities can't be disabled. Just let me double check something here on the wording. Destroys all minions. Just wondering if there's going to be a technicality there regarding destroy. Anyway, I don't know the wording on the other heroes as to whether they're remove fiends or destroys fiends. The other thing I will mention is Dula Fulla is also featured again in this portal. Was released very underwhelmingly and then instantly got a 30% health for all allies sort of boost, and also a boost to the Firestorm Ward on that one. So I don't know why it was released so poorly, but it was, but instantly got a really, really good buff. So very good hero, couple of good heroes in there. So it is a decent portal to try and have a pull from. As I said, if you do, best of luck. On to Lu Bu. We are changed over to a fighter from Barbarian, so that's fantastic. We have that huge costume bonus. But yeah, the main thing is these unstoppable minions, which I've just gone over. Means they can't be removed. So this guy does 320% damage to all enemies, 330, so that's slightly smaller, but obviously with the costume bonus, it's going to be a bigger hit overall. Summons a fiend for all enemies. The fiend damages enemy with 65% attack as opposed to 56. The fiend absorbs healing up to 45%, which is 38%. So just a slight increase here and everything. And when summoned, the fiend causes its enemy to be immune to new buffs. The effect lasts as long as the target has a fiend. I believe that's the same. Yeah, so not as great. Obviously a lot of these... Oh my god, I just said it again. Somebody stop me. Yeah, a lot of these Three Kingdom heroes have the minions, so therefore the passive of resistance against minion removals, and a lot of them got extremely strong minions, whereas the Fiend summoners don't fare as well from the extra passive of the costume. But definitely still a small upgrade, and obviously with the... Oh my god! The costume bonus is a huge upgrade. So worth it just for the costume itself. If you have the original, I actually do have the original. This guy, like level 80, I believe. I haven't used him for so long. Got him originally for Rush War. So again, that's the best place to be using this guy. If you have a mana booster to pair him with, you can make good use of him elsewhere. But definitely a Rush War specialist for certain rosters. But yeah, great. Costume bonus is always worthwhile. Looks kind of cool with those lion type things on the shoulders, tigery type things. Nice upgrade. Fighter class is great, has the revive ability. Yeah, just an overall upgrade to the stats. We know how that works with the costume, so if you happen to get that and already have him leveled, that's fantastic news. There we have it. That was my extremely poor, but hopefully somewhat informative review of the new heroes. Keep an eye out for my other videos. If for some reason you like what I'm doing, obviously you probably haven't liked this one, but yeah, gently caress that subscribe button, give your kitty a scratch for me, and have a good one.